All rise.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, welcome back. For continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Mr. Drammeh, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Drammeh.
Yeah, afternoon, madam.
You're welcome back.
Yeah, okay.
Council, can we please proceed?
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and Commissioners. Mr. Drammeh, good afternoon once again.
Yeah.
I'll quickly take you through Exhibit 004. That's the receipt from the alcalos for the payment of commission that you said you were instructed by the administration, as in Brikama Area Council, to pay. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So these receipts, who wrote them?
Huh?
The receipts, who wrote them?
I wrote it and give it to the alcalos, and they stamp it, they stamp it and sign it, that they have received this amount from me.
Okay. When were you instructed by the administration to do these payments?
Pardon?
When were you instructed by the administration? Specifically, did you say the Director of Finance?
Yeah, Director of Finance.
Okay, when were you instructed by the Director of Finance to do these payments to these alcalos? When exactly? If you can remember, please.
Well, immediately he told me, he gave me the go to pay them. The following day I just paid them.
As in, can you remember what year or month?
It's in the agreement paper.
Okay, so the Director of Finance, is it after the weekly collection, that's when he told you to go and do these payments to the alcalos, or immediately the day he told you, that's when you made the payments?
No, he just, the time he gave me the go to pay them, the amount I collected before submission is where I paid them. From that money, I paid them.
So you did not do any submission, but you just took the monies and paid them?
Pardon?
You did not do any submission, you just took the monies and pay these alcalos?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go with the payment for Alhaji Musa Mane. That's the alcalo of Madiana.
Madiana, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the payment was made on the 30th of June, 2022, right?
Yes.
Okay. But that particular day, you just mentioned that you did not do any reconciliation. It's just from the collection money. You did not reconcile, you did not do anything, you just made the payments.
Yeah, from what I have collected.
Okay. But from what you collected, from what you collect daily, if you're to do a daily reconciliation, you have, when you go to the internal auditors and the cashiers, do you remember a document called the logman logs?
At the time I paid them the remaining balance, I paid it to the cashier.
It's the remaining balance that you paid to the cashier.
The amount I collected after paying the alcalis, their commission.
Yes.
The remaining balance I submitted to the principal cashier.
So could you remember on that 30th of June 2022, I'll now give you your 2022 cash book for you to tell us on the 30th of June, how much money have you collected? And we've clearly seen 20,000 was paid to the Alcalo of Madiana, and what was the balance that was paid to the cashier?
What is the date? This is 15th of June. This is 16th of June. What date are you looking for?
The day I paid the alcalis.
What is the date he asked? What is the date?
I forgot the date. Madam, can you tell me the date I paid the alcalo of Mariana?
Excuse me. You have the 30th of June 2022.
It's only one day. This is the 30th of June 2022. This is the 4th of July. So it means that it's only this day.
Mr. Registrar, to help him, for it to be easier, you can look from the 23rd of June to the 29th of June collection. From the 23rd of June
That is the 20th.
to the 29th of June, because the payment was made on the 30th.
Yes, it's hold on. See, what? This is 23rd. So we start looking from here to the 29th. What is the name again? Yeah.
We are looking at the date.
Yeah. Yes, but there's no Musamman here.
No. The payment is done to Musa Mane.
Okay.
That is with him there, not from this book.
So you don't have it in this book.
Huh?
So you don't have it in this book. You don't enter it.
No.
Can you
The payment,
find
the
it?
payment is
Yes.
the payment is with is the one I gave him to Musa Mane.
Mr.
That
Drammeh?
is with him. That is with her.
Yes, please speak. Please
Huh?
speak into the microphone. I need to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, the receipt I gave you,
Yes, please.
an amount of 20,000 to Musa Mane, or Alcalo of Mariana.
It's the Alcalo of Madiana.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, I need to see on the cash book that particular day the collections you've made, because you said it's from that collection money that you took to pay the commission to the Alcalo of Madiana.
She wants you to show it to her in this book.
No, I didn't enter it here. I just get the money. I didn't enter it here. I just, the money I collected is what I have taken and paid to the Alcalo of Madiana.
Mr. Drammeh, I'll say that's not accurate because I have a logman log that says you made some collections from the 23rd to the 29th of the same June 2022.
Yes. That's from 229.
So how much was that? And for that collection money from the 23rd to the 29th of June 2022 is 20,200.
It's 20,200.
Yes. So I would like, would you mind looking at the logman log for you to have an understanding of what I'm telling you?
This is the logman log. See, that is your name, Yaya. See, that is the amount.
So, Mr. Drammeh, it's true that that day you've made collections, and
20,200.
for it to reflect on that logman log, then you must have entered into your cash book, or otherwise you did not just enter anything into the cash book. But how did it get to the logman logs? Could you explain that to us, please? Mr. Drammeh,
Yes?
do you understand what I said?
No. Sorry.
Council, let me just help. Mr. Drammeh, it's Council has given you the lodgement log, which is indicating the week within which you paid the alcalo
Yes.
of Madiana.
Yes.
And what is contained in that lodgement log is 20,000. How much? Can you please?
200.
200.
Yes.
And you paid the alcalo of Madiana 20,000.
Yes.
And this was a payment that you received over a period of 1 week. Is that correct?
Yes.
So now, did you sign that lodgement log?
No, this one I didn't sign it.
So how did that amount get to that lodgement log? Did you report for that money to be put in there? Who fills this lodgement log? Is it not the collector himself?
No, it's the cashier.
Is the cashier that fills it?
Yes, if you go make an
Yeah,
payment.
so
then
it is the cashier would fill it, and you will give the cashier the amount of money to put in the lodgement log, being the amount you collected from the taxpayers. Is that correct?
Yes.
So now, is it correct that that 20,200 was what you collected from what date to what date? Can you tell us that? Please register, help us with the
From
dates.
23rd.
23rd June to what
June
date?
to 29 June.
Yes, 23rd June to 29 June. You collected 20,200.
Yes.
And when was this money paid to the alcalo of Mariana?
The date is there.
Council, can you please tell us the date for the collection, for the date on the receipt?
The 30th June 2022. The collection was from the 23rd to the 29th June. So the
Yes.
30th, the next day,
Yes.
the payment was made.
Yes. So what you collected for the whole week, that is what you paid to the alcalo
To
of
the alcalde,
Mariana?
yes, because it's 20,191. And I collected 20,000.
Mr. Drammeh, you are the one that wrote these receipts.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And is it the normal procedure for you as the collector to pay out the commission to the alcalos? Is that the process?
Yes.
Is that the process at the council for you, the collector, to pay the alcalos?
Yes.
Yourself?
Yes, I got the order from the Director of Finance,
And who is the director of finance?
Mr. Jeng.
Mr. Jeng.
I like Jeng, yes.
Yes. How did he instruct you to pay these alcalos?
He asked me to pay their commission.
What I'm saying is,
Because
how
alcalos,
did he instruct you to pay these alcalos?
Yeah, he instructed me to pay their 10% commission because I didn't pay. They bypassed me. They went to they went to Director of Finance, and Director of Finance called me to pay this amount. Let me settle their 10%.
So it is through calling you that you paid the amount?
Yes.
Yeah, they did not write to you to say pay this amount?
No, he just called me. Just called me.
So when you went to the principal cashier, he entered your name as having collected a whole week transaction, and that is the whole week transaction.
Yes.
That you paid as 10%.
Yes.
So now, tell this commission, 10% of 20,000, how much is it?
$10% of 20,000.
Yes. Is that not $2,000?
No, but the
No.
Yes.
Now let's calculate first.
Yes.
What is 10% of 20,000?
Yeah.
No, it's actually not 20,000 because it's 20,200.
Yes,
that is what is
corrected.
on the lodgement law.
Yes.
So what is 10% of 20,200?
It's around 2,000 something.
Yes.
Yes.
2,000 something.
Yes.
So was it correct for you to have paid the alcalo of Madiana $20,000 when you are supposed to pay 10,000?
The year is quoted there from a year to a year. The date is not only that 1 week collection was paid to the alkali. The dates are there.
Sorry, can I please have the
Madam Chair, if I may help, it says from the 7th of February 2021 to the 30th of June 2022. But the question is, this 20% is for 10% of a total sum of how much? That's what Madam Chair is asking. What was the collection between these periods that are stipulated here for you to be able to pay this 20,191 as a 10% to this alcalo?
Unless I check the alcalo commission.
No, the lodgement log is there. Kindly check and we do the calculations right now so that we get the figures correct. Please check. Okay, it's 7th February.
Well,
May, June, July, August.
the alcalo commission I gave you. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you.
The alcalo commission I gave you, that was not from only the weekly submission. For that from the 23rd to 29 collection.
Yes.
Yes. It's from the paper is with you. It's from the year, I think almost a year or 1 year so, or 1 year more than that. The dates are there from so date to so date.
Let me help you, Mr. Drammeh. The total number of months for collection is 17 months. February 21 to June 2022 is 17 months.
Yes, that's 17 months.
Just listen. So look at the lodgement logs and calculate, you understand, from this 7th February 2021 to 30th June, the amounts you have collected. And we calculate whether when we put those totals together and check the 10% against that total, whether it will give us 20,000 that you paid to the alcalo. Please, let's do the maths. Thank you.
Okay.
Is that it, Council?
Yes, please, Madam Chair. Thank you. Miss.
Can you please hand over the lodgement log so that the Council can can calculate, can help you calculate if it's giving you problem.
While they do the calculation, I'll go to the next point. Mr. Drammeh, Madam Chair, may I please have the exhibit 004?
Yeah.
Registrar, please, sir. Mr. Drammeh, on to the same exhibit, the second payment to the alcalo of
He said 20,000.
Jamweli. Jamweli, yes, the alcalo of Jamweli. So for that one too, the payment was made on the 26th of May 2022. And it was paid from the weekly collection that you've made. Am I correct?
Yes.
It's paid from the weekly collection. And
Yes.
for that one too, you didn't go to the cashier?
It's paid from the weekly collection.
It's paid from the weekly collection. And you didn't go to the cashier. You were just instructed by Director of Finance and you took the money and you paid to the alcalo of Jamweli.
Yes.
Okay. So similarly, we have a logman log that states otherwise. The weekly collection was from the 19th to the 25th of May 2022. And the payment was done on the 26th. That's the next day. But Mr. Drammeh, for that weekly collection, it was 24,800. But on the receipt, as to the payment that was made to the alcalo of Jamweli, that payment was for 5,000. Now the question is, if you were instructed to take that weekly collection money and pay the alcalo of Jamweli for the commission, the commission was 5,000, but the logman log shows that you've collected 28,400. Now the question is, where is the balance of the money? Because nothing was deposited. That particular day you were even absent for reconciliation. Mr. Drammeh?
28,000 was collected for that week.
24,800 was collected, but 5,157 was paid to the alcalo. So where's the balance of the money?
The balance of the money is paid to the cashier.
But Mr. Drammeh, nothing is been entered for that particular period. It shows, the printout shows that you've collected 24,800, but there is nothing here. You were absent for reconciliation.
The remaining balance was paid to the principal cashier.
Okay, I will. So you gave the balance to the principal cashier,
Yes.
and you were issued a receipt.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll give you your cash book for 2022. You kindly help and show us the balance of, let's say, 19,000, which was paid to the alcalo for the collection of this period. You're having the cash book for 2022 with the help of the registrar to quickly look at that.
Which month? Which month? Which month?
Excuse me. May. It's between May 19 to May 25th, 2022. Mr. Drammeh, 5,157 minus 24,800. The balance should be 19,643. So we're expecting to see a receipt showing 643. 19,643.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm having the receipt of 19,350.
What's the date?
19th May. 19th May 2022.
Registrar, let me see, please. You have a receipt for 19,350.
350, yes.
It should be 19,643. And it's exactly on the 19th, but the collection is from the 19th to the 25th.
Yes.
So what happened to the collections from the 20th to the 25th?
So, 19,350.
Yes, 19,350. That was exactly, that was for the 19th of May. And on the logman log, it's from the 19th to the 25th. So if you're to be issued a receipt for that particular collection, it should be dated the 25th or the 26th, as in the day you're done with the collection, or the next day when you go for reconciliation, not the day you began the collection. Do you understand? Yes, so where is the receipt for the 19,643? Do I understand that you didn't deposit the rest of the, you did not?
That was that was the 19,350.
You gave it to the cashier?
Cashier, yes.
In 2022?
Yes.
But in 2022, you were not supposed to give the monies to the cashier.
2022.
Yes. So where is the receipt? Where is the money? The 19,643. Because at that time you were not supposed to pay the monies to the cashier. You stopped paying money to the cashier in 2020, or you didn't get that instruction?
Until I checked from the IT manager.
No, but any witness that comes here, they will clearly tell us that you've stopped paying monies to the cashier in 2020. All monies are supposed to be paid to the bank.
Yes.
Yes, and for this 19,350, it wasn't even given to the cashier. You have a bank slip attached to it.
Yeah,
so for the 19,600, that wasn't paid, right? So could you explain where exactly you put the money?
I mean, that
Not the 19,300, 19,600. Where is it?
19,600.
You use
Until I go back and check with the IT manager and give me the printout.
I beg your pardon. What?
I say until I go back to the IT manager and give me my printout.
The printout is right here.
Yeah.
We know the amount. The printout is right here, 24,800.
Yes.
Yes. So the IT, I don't think the IT have anything to do with this. It's for you to explain where the money is. Mr. Drammeh,
Yes.
it wasn't paid to the cashier. Who did you give the money to?
I didn't sign it there.
Who did you give the money to?
I didn't sign it. My signature is not there that I've submitted the money.
No, because you already said you didn't submit the money. You already said you were directed by the Director of Finance to pay the Alcalo. So
Yes.
the balance is the 19,643 out of 24,000 that you
This is what I'm saying. The IT managers, my signature is not there that I have submitted the money.
No.
My signature is not there.
Your signature is not there, Mr. Drammeh. And if you're saying your signature is there, can you provide that evidence?
Until I go back and check my...
You used the money?
No, I didn't use the money.
Who did you
paid.
give it
It's
to?
been paid. I don't know how it comes.
But we don't have any evidence, and you don't have any evidence to the contrary.
Counsel, sorry. The witness has said we should give him opportunity to go back to the finance director.
Yes.
And check where
The IT.
The IT or the finance. No, he mentioned again finance director.
Okay.
So we give him the opportunity to go and cross-check and come back with evidence of that.
Okay.
Now,
Ask the
I
commission,
just have a question, and the 20,000. How much did you pay the Alcalo? You said is it 20?
20,191.
91.
191.
20,191.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So now, let us do a little bit of arithmetic here. For us to understand how much you must have collected, which warranted for you to pay 20,191, you must have collected an amount of $201,910. Is that correct? Because you said this collection is over a period.
Yes.
So over that period, the 17-month period, you must have collected $201,910.
Yes.
Yes, 221. Sorry, I made a little bit of mistake. 221,910.
Yeah,
And that evidence is not in your cash book and it's not in your lodgement log. Did you collect 221,910 over this 17-month period that you said made you pay the Madiana Alcalo
yes.
20,191 for that time period?
Yes, the amount should be divided by 10.
Yes. Yeah, that is what I'm saying. No, you don't divide it. You multiply it to get the total amount.
Yes.
A rough estimate of what. But we will check your cash book and the lodgement log and do calculations of this 17 months, which is from the 7th of February 2021 to 30th of June 2022.
Divided by 10.
Yes.
Yes.
And divide it by 10
Yes.
to give us how much you would have made. But looking at now the cash book and the lodgement log, there is no such amount within these 17 months. But we will give you the opportunity to look at it again.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And when you come back, you can give us proper explanation. Council, you may proceed. Thank you.
Mr. Drammeh, your receipt that you submitted, the receipts that you submitted, for the 3 receipts that you submitted for the payment of Alcalo's commission. The sums that are there, 20,191, 5,157, and 8,742. If you sum up everything, you have $31,080 here. 31,000. So the audit query is not 31,000. The audit query is for 26,725. So I want to understand, how did these receipts from the Alcalos came up? Because you wrote them clearly.
Yes.
Yes. Can you please explain why the difference? Because I would expect, if the audit query is for 26,000, and then I ask you, you gave me receipts that the money was used for that purpose, I'll expect the amounts to tally. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
So 31,000, 26,000 is being queried, and you gave out 31,080. How do you explain that?
Well, but the audit query is 26,000.
Yes.
Yeah. So the amount I paid to the Alcalos
Yes.
is more than this 26,000.
Yes.
The total amount I
But
paid.
when I asked about the 26,000, you said you have receipt for it. So
Yeah, this 26,000, I have a receipt for it, for sure.
yes.
Yes.
But it's for 31,000. Altogether, it's 31,000. And you wrote these receipts.
26,
But how do we know how authentic these are?
After the 26,000, how did it come to 31,000?
I beg your pardon, repeat that again.
The audit query is 26,000 some hundreds.
Yes.
So you are talking of now
31,000.
31,000.
Yes, please.
A difference of how much?
About 4,000. Okay. Mr. Drammeh, so we take it that when you received this query for 26,000, you made these up. Is that right?
I may?
The receipts up. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, it's right. Okay, we move to. Do you understand what I said?
No, I didn't understand.
So why would you say yes? If you don't understand, kindly ask me to repeat.
All right, I didn't understand it. Please, can you explain this to me once more again?
Again, when you receive the query that you have an understatement, cash withholding for 26,000, you made up these receipts to cover for the 26,000, but it went over the sum that you were queried for. Is that right? Is right?
Yes.
Okay. And why would you do that?
Mr. Drammeh, you don't say you answer the question, because is not any answer. She asked you a very clear question.
Yes.
What is the answer? Is it yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, Mr. Drammeh, the quick question be, why, when you received these queries, you ran to the Director of Finance and he offered to give you a check to clear these amounts? Why?
Yeah, because he knows that I have paid it to the cashier.
Why didn't you go to the cashier? That should be your first point of contact. Were you giving monies to the Director of Finance?
No.
So why would you run to the Director of Finance? And why would he opt to give you a check to clear these sums?
Because he knows that I have paid it to the cashier.
Yes, but you should have run to the cashier instead of the Director of Finance. You have a special relationship with the Director of Finance?
No special relationship. Only he's my boss.
He's your boss, and you are answerable to him.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
do what he says.
Yes.
You take instructions
Whatever.
from him.
Yeah.
Because he instructs you not to pay, but instead use the money to pay the alcalo when he's not supposed to do that. That payment, you're not supposed to do it. The payment should come from the admin. Do you know that? So you do whatever the Director of Finance says, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there was a pressure on me.
What kind of pressure?
The alcalis, they said I have to pay their commission. They have to pay. Even they bypass me, they come to the Director of Finance. Is there, he calls me. Look, make sure you pay these people's commission.
Which wasn't supposed to happen, but you still do.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the answer.
I mean, he just gave me the directives to pay these people because they went up to his office. They bypassed me.
But you
But-
know you're not supposed to take
Yeah, but
verbal
he-
instructions
but
or otherwise that kind of instructions that you know are not right from him, but you still went ahead and do the payments.
Yeah, you know, he's my overall boss. Whatever he said, I just comply with it.
That's what you do.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Drammeh, there is another issue of deposit slips not being presented. And it sums up to the amount of 99,885 as per national audit of the year 2020-2021 against you. So where are those deposit slips?
No, that time we on the rate and tax. We don't submit at the bank. We just submit to directly to the principal cashier. It's the following year we rate and tax started to pay at the bank.
So at that time, what do you mean? Which year specifically are you talking about?
Unless I check my cash book.
Which one of your cash books?
Because the year we went for the machine receipts
Yes.
is the following year we on the rate and tax started to go on the machine, started to use the machine. And from the machines, the time we started paying at the machines, is there we do make payment at the bank. But for completely 1 year, on the rate and tax, we were not using the machines. We were using manual receipts.
But that wasn't the evidence here. And I put it to you, or I earlier mentioned that payments were done at the bank, or started. Brikama Area Council started making payments at the bank in 2020.
In
You didn't say otherwise. And in 2020, all the revenue collectors were supposed to pay the revenues they collect at the bank.
Yeah, if you can
And
check.
you, I'm coming. And you even have receipts in your cash book, the 2022 cash book that you showed me, of a bank slip. So now my question is, where are the receipts? If you don't have bank slips, fine, but where are the receipts?
The receipts are not there.
And I'm telling you, at that time, you guys started paying at the bank.
Yes.
So what you're saying is not right. It's not accurate that at the time you don't deposit at the bank. So could you kindly provide receipts of payment to the cashier
Yeah, okay.
on the next appearance? Would you be able to have them?
Yeah, I'll go to him and tell him.
Okay, for the period March to July 2022. That's for the 99,885. Registrar, kindly help him. Oh no, Mr. Gay, kindly help him note that. Receipts of payment. For 24th March 2022, 19,000. Well, let me just take it. From March to July 2020, the total sum is 99,000, and it's contained in National Audit Report, year 2020.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Drammeh.
Yeah, this is a payment you say from it's 99,000 we are going to, from which date, from which month?
March to July.
Huh?
March to July 2022. I beg your pardon, 2020.
2020.
Yes, please.
Yeah, an amount of how much?
99,885. I'll stop at this point, Madam Chair, except if the commissioners have any question for the witness.
Mr. Drammeh,
Yeah.
can you remind us of your age?
With it?
Your date of birth and age?
10 June 55.
1955.
Yes.
Meaning you are 68 going to 69.
Yes.
Are you on active service or have you retired and is on contract?
Yeah, I'm on active service here.
At the age of 68, you are on active service. Thank you.
Mr. Drammeh, a follow-up on Honorable Seka Sanyang's question. Are you aware of the retirement age?
Pardon?
Are you aware of the retirement age?
Yes, I'm aware of it.
What is the age for retirement?
I think 65.
65. And well, I am being informed that it is 60, not 65.
Huh?
I am informed that it is 60, not 65.
Okay,
But you
okay.
can
I'm
you
not
can
sure.
you can cross-check with your admin, and when you are coming back, you will bring us that information,
Okay.
and you will let us know if it is 65. You ought to have retired by now, and you ought to have done what you were supposed to do. Have your retirement paid if the council is supposed to take you on board again on contract, and it will do so. But when you are coming back, you will confirm for us whether it's 60 or 65, and then we will ask the relevant questions again when you come back as to why you are still on active service when you are supposed to have retired. All right?
Okay.
So thank you so much. We will call you back. And please make sure that the documents we have asked you to produce, you help us produce these documents. All right?
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mr. Drammeh.
Okay, thank you.
So can you please, where is the registrar? Can the registrar call the next witness in?
All right.
Mr. Gay, can you please assist Mr. Drammeh?
Excuse me. I want to plead. I want to beg them. This 24 cash book. I've already made my post-its. Today I have to go for submission. So if please.
Yes, we would wait for the registrar, and then he will copy the portions that you need.
Yes.
They have already been admitted in evidence. We cannot release them.
Yes.
The commission is like court. Until we are done, we cannot release any document back to you.
Yes.
But you can photocopy your transactions and go and do your reconciliations.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
You can copy the relevant pages and take that for your reconciliation to the auditors.
All right.
If they have any issues, they can revert back to the registrar to cross-check the document that you have copied from your cash book. All right?
Okay.
Thank you. Can you please let the registrar bring in the next witness? Mr. Bach, can I? Wait a minute. Mr. Secretary, can you please check the registrar with the witness?
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Can you stand here, please? Okay. Mr. Witness, welcome to this Commission of Inquiry. Can you face that and then speak into the mic, please? Okay. Can you speak into the mic? Okay. Hold the mic close to your mouth and then speak into the mic.
Okay. What is your religion? Can you speak into the mic?
I'm a Muslim.
No, it's on. Just
Okay,
put it close to your mouth.
I'm a Muslim.
You are a Muslim, okay. In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Okay.
I want to testify in Mandinka.
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
I will swear to the Holy Quran.
Okay.
I will swear by the Holy Quran.
Okay, Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay, you repeat after me, hold the Holy Quran. You can put your back down and then hold the Holy Quran for me. Okay, can you hold the Holy Quran and repeat after me? I, Fansu Bojang, do swear that, speak into the mic. I, Fansu Bojang, do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Okay, you may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed. Thank you.
Ila sirama katandi. Maiko fanam fenkaye. Ani wajindi dale praye kate dale. Pour molu sa moy ne men fo molu nyanta moy le.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bojang.
Akoy tinya Mr. Bojang. Afternoon to you too.
Mr. Bojang, kindly come forward so that when you speak, we can hear you. Because what you're going to say is going to be recorded so that it is very clear.
Okay.
So, Mr. Bojang, once again, good afternoon and welcome. I hope you had lunch.
No, it's mankonto. It's all right.
I haven't had lunch, but it's all right.
But let the secretary come. I don't know why you were not served with lunch.
No, you ain't served.
Yeah, I have been served, but it is me. I just that I didn't eat it.
Oh, okay. All right, that is understood. But you are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we proceed?
Thank you very much. Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
Please state your name.
My name is Fansu, my surname is Bojang.
Your address?
I come from Gunjuru.
Kombo South West Coast region.
Kombo South West Coast region.
Your occupation?
Currently, I'm deputy value property manager. But I was the rates and tax manager.
Currently, I am the deputy value
property
manager. But before that,
I was rates and tax manager.
I was rates and taxes manager.
So when were you promoted to the position of a deputy value manager?
Deputy value manager.
That was on the, I think around on the 9th.
I think that was on the 9th.
Around on the 9th.
9th of what?
9th
Do you not have your promotion letter with you?
Akoy promotion letter or yela palaso la letter men. Fabe bulle.
And also if you have your appointment letter as well.
Akoy la appointment letter fanan letter me yesa fela pour kay ta do ko la ibe sula la wul belale.
Which year were you appointed? Were you employed at the Brikama Area Council?
I was employed on the 7th December 1988. Okay, young appointment also 7th December 1988.
I was employed on the 7th of December 1988.
Now, can we see both your employment and your appointment, your promotion letter?
Akoy yeta letero men keta do kola anila place la fa letero nying isulata wollela. I have all of them here with me.
Data and qualifications. Yeah. This is when I was in rates. And then other appointments. Yeah, good. Yeah, this you can take them. But they are originals, huh?
We apply to tender the offer of temporal appointment letter addressed to Mr. Fansu K. Bojang, the witness, dated the 7th of December 1988, and also a promotion letter dated the 3rd of August 2009, addressed to the witness, signed by the CEO, Brikama Area Council. The date is 1st of August 2009. There is a deployment letter, deployment as acting deputy value property manager, 12th of January 2024. And also a letter dated the 4th of February 2021 of Brikama Area Council, addressed to the witness in relation to the heading overseeing of senior positions. Is that correct, sir?
It's very correct, sir.
It's correct.
The rest are your certificates.
Yeah.
So we will hold that for now, all in evidence as an exhibit.
Ila certificate wala bol ngurun le mala bari ñin donu bol kala sede kaytol leti.
Okay, better.
That's good.
An offer letter dated the 7th of December 1988 with the caption offer of temporal appointment, signed for on behalf of local government officer and addressed to Mr. Fansu K. Bojang of Gunjur village, Kombo South. An Brikama Area Council letter with reference BAC/17. The date is not legible, but I can see September 1996, with the caption temporary appointment as a car park stroke quarry attendant, signed by Jahes Sumare for local government officer, and addressed to Fansu Bojang. A letter dated the 1st of August 2009, addressed to Fansu Bojang, Kombo East Station, Kombo East District, Western Region, addressed to Mr. Bojang, caption promotion. The said letter is written on behalf of the CEO of Brikama Area Council by Serigne Modou Diouf, PAO, and the letter is copied to the Chairman, Brikama Area Council, Finance Director, Brikama Area Council, Chairperson, Establishment Committee, Brikama Area Council. A letter dated the 4th of February 2021 from Brikama Area Council, also addressed to Fansu Bojang, with the caption overseeing of senior positions. The letter is signed by Mr. Modu Jonga, Chief Executive Officer of Brikama Area Council, and the said letter is copied to the Chairman, Director of Finance, Chairperson, Establishment and Appointment Committee. The final letter is dated the 12th of January 2024, is addressed to Mr. Fansu Bojang, Acting Rates and Tax Manager, Brikama Area Council, Kombo Central West Coast Region, with the caption redeployment as Acting Deputy Value Property Manager, and the letter is signed by Mr. Yaya, Acting Director of Finance for Chief Executive Officer, and the letter is copied to the Chairman, Chairperson, Establishment and Appointment Committee, and Acting Value Manager. All of these letters are admitted in a bundle and marked as LGC/FB/BKAC/001.
As the Commission places. Now, I will return these certificates to you. Just tell us your educational background.
Akabe certificate ol murundilema barbitum ila karango londo kanyante dame isi ofoye.
Na kumasi ning Arabu karango la kata karantato.
I started with Arabic education. That's when I started going to the local dara.
Okay, ba nyinga tomunu fa demba jaba neti barika fa demba jara.
The old man's name was Fa Demba Jabang, but usually called Demba Jaro.
Jara.
Demba Jara.
Barika barika kontomu jabanne.
But his surname was Jabang.
Kabrim bota ola karantato prosita Arabic school.
When I left that place, I proceeded to an Arabic school.
Ismaila Manjaya.
That was under the management of Ismaila Manjang.
Ismaila Manjang atelam Ustaz Sheikh Atabo Janaf Talibe Kebati.
He was the senior Talibe under Ustaz Sheikh Juma Bojang.
Sheikh
Hatab Bojang. I did my Arabic education under that man.
Gunjur Primary School.
When I left that place, that was the time when I went to Gunjur Primary School.
Gunjur Primary School, then to Sukuta.
I left Gunjur Primary School, then I went ahead to Sukuta.
Then Nata joined Area Council.
Since I left that place, that was the time when I came and joined the area council.
Area Council, I was age of 20 years.
When I was going to the area council, I was 20 years old.
Just the schools you have attended. Not the story.
Okay.
Not the story, not the rosy explanation. Just the schools you have attended. I am sure your CV will just be like 2 hours. So.
Then not a diploma pursued.
Since that time, I started to pursue a diploma.
Then I got first diploma in 1998.
I got my first diploma in 1998.
In communication, in business and management.
In communication and business management.
Then not everyday English for everyone. I got diploma also.
Then everyday English for everyone. Then I got a diploma in that also.
Which school is that?
This is College of Professional Management in the UK.
This is the School of Professional Management in the United Kingdom.
Oh, you traveled to the UK to do this program?
No, I did not go to UK.
I didn't go to UK.
How did you do this program?
Online LOM.
I did that course online.
Okay.
So, at
that time I was young and I wanted to learn more.
That's fine.
Accounting up to the middle for tema.
I did accounting also up to the middle of the course. But I was paying all this for myself because I was at the area council at that time.
Because
Mr. Bojang, again, not the story behind the education, just the education.
Okay.
Just the certificate.
So, then not accounting but man certificate soto because kodo man soto.
I did accounting, but I had no certificate in that because I had no money to continue.
So
that's all.
That's all. Yeah. Thank you very much.
That's all.
You're welcome. You also gave statements to the investigators.
Yes, I have.
In fact, you gave a statement and an additional statement.
Yeah. Very good.
Yes.
Now we will show you the two statements.
Okay. Okay.
And you advise whether those are the statements you gave to the investigators.
Okay.
Yes, the first is dated, you have the one for 28th of November 2023.
November 2023.
And the other one is 28th March 2024.
March 2024.
Please confirm whether these are the statements you gave to the investigators. Sorry, you have the first one.
Following.
What is the date?
Following
this was dated 28th March 2024.
28th March 2024.
Yes, go ahead. And the second one? Your first statement is in 2023. 24th of November 2023.
Following 2023.
Please confirm that. 24th November.
24th November, yeah.
Yes, 24th November.
And you don't not a last wall deal. 24th November. 2023, is it? I think so.
Mr. Boja, you gave two statements.
Yeah. Yes, statement fully.
Okay.
What is the date on the first statement?
Following the date,
24th November.
24th November 2023.
And the second?
Fulanjango.
The same date.
That one also carries the same date.
Okay.
The second?
20th March 2024.
Yes, 20th March 2024.
And these are the two statements you gave?
Yeah,
do you confirm that?
Yeah.
Madam Chairperson, we apply to tender a statement from the witness Fansu Bojang.
Yeah.
The first statement is dated the 24th of November 2023, and the additional statement is 28th of March 2024 into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statement dated the 24th of November 2023 and signed by the witness, Mr. Fansu Bojang, And the statement dated the 28th of March 2024, signed by the witness, Mr. Fansu Bojang, admitted together in evidence and marked as LGC/FB/BKAC/002.
As the Commission places. Now, Mr. Bojang, in 2018,
okay.
whilst working for the Brikama Area Council, what was your designation? What was your role or the position you held at the time?
2018, I was accounting assistant.
In 2018, I was an accounting assistant.
Were you collecting revenue in 2018?
2018, up to date, I am still collecting taxes.
I know, but in 2018,
2018.
I am more interested in the year 2018.
2018,
yes, I was still collecting in 2018.
What type of revenue were you collecting? Which area?
I was collecting flat rates.
I was collecting flat rates.
Mr. Is it Bojang? I know you can speak both English language and Mandinka, but you have to decide which one to stick with.
And
I also know you did a course in English language for everyone.
English for everyone.
But please just stick to one language.
He said, thank you for that advice.
Yes, now you are saying flat rate in 2018?
A flat rate, 2018.
Yeah, for 2018.
Which
Yes.
area were you focused on?
2018 Tranquil.
I was responsible for Tranquil in 2018.
Willing Kama. And Jabang.
Now, do you have your cash book for 2018?
Ako 2018 sango ila kodibuko bebule bang cash book.
Cash book or bembule from 2016 to date.
I have my cash books from 2016 to date.
But you have your cash book for 2018.
Ako for 2018 ta bebule bang.
Instead of getting 2018, kabo 2016 up to 2023 available.
I have all the cash books from 2016 to 2023.
Very well. Now, can we have your cash book from 2018 to date?
Ako 2018 fukana bula bila sulata wallela.
Hold a minute. 18 and 19, it will be new balala. 18 and 19 will be new balala.
He's saying that 18 and 19 are combined together in one book.
Very well.
This 18 and 19 to 11 new balala.
Including the other one he just gave.
Mm, 2020, let's see.
That's 2020.
2020, hold on.
That's 2021.
Only 22, 21, 22.
2021 and in 2022. That's 2021 and 2022.
2023.
That's 2023.
Did you say 2018 and 19 are in one book?
Yes.
2018 and in 2019. Yes, they are in one book.
I mean, 16 if I and 17.
He said the same book contains 2016 and
17
and 2017, but as far as those are not included, but they are all in the same book.
Thank you very much.
How about 2020?
2020, Abigail.
2020 is among the books there.
Bank slips.
That's the one which contains the bank slips.
We apply to tender 4 cash books from the witness. The first contains the year 2018 and part of 2019. The second from the year 2019. Yes, just 2019. The third (2020). The fourth one
Volume 2020.
Yes, just wait a minute, let me just confirm. Because I can't see the dates. So let me just. Yes, 2021 to 2022.
2021 and in 2022.
And the fourth one, and the fifth one is 2023. Is that correct?
Well, 2023. Yes, that's it.
Now I have seen some what are these documents in your cash book?
Ebe 2020 book like walla mu na bank slip because
those are the bank slip.
It only mean for I collected 1,847,000.
Yes.
They said I collected 1,847,000.
These are the bank deposits.
Banks deposit and asahaya ta ntelenga kodo collect and beke bank
it is
in time.
Correct that I collected the money and I deposited these monies in the bank in time.
Now hold these bank deposits. When we reach that point and we ask you these questions, you can now produce these bank deposits to try to show it as evidence in relation to the assertions.
Isi okaitol muta ninko tata hanfo futoketa woluma ibe kanina la le wotumo isina wolu bondi keke sede kaitol dike yitandi. Because
they are not part of the cash book. You didn't attach them to in the cash book. So therefore, it will not serve any purpose. It will not explain anything on its own. Madam Chairperson, we apply to tender these cash books as submitted by the witness into evidence as an exhibit. We had suggested that the witness provide the said deposit slips when we reach the point in relation to the allegations or findings of the auditor, unless the chairperson decides otherwise.
The cash books maintained by the witness, Mr. Fansu Bojang, on behalf of council, been books evidencing revenue collected, covering the period 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023, admitted in a bundle in evidence and marked as LGC/FB/BKAC/003.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
Yes, Council.
Yes, Council.
You were trying to explain from 2018 where you were posted and then the work you were doing in relation to revenue collection.
Akoeba fokanenu 2018 ye samba damento anila do ko momenti nu namu kanula karola.
Is that not the case?
Yes, that's it.
When were you promoted?
Your
first promotion?
I am promoted 2009, around June.
I was promoted in 2009 around June. If I can remember.
Now, in your statement, you will see. In your statement, you will see that on the second paragraph, there is a finding by the internal audit unit with respect to the first quarter of 2022. That there's an amount of $244,700 that you have withheld at the time. What is your reaction to that?
2000 and what?
He said 2022.
2022.
Yes. He said how much?
$244,700.
Well, I have never been informed, I have never been written to, and I was not aware of it.
But were you also doing your monthly submissions, your weekly submissions?
I do it without missing any day.
Deposit on Guarantee Trust Bank on 10/14/78/6110 accounts.
I cannot say I am the only one who is a punctual person to be depositing monies, but I can say that that account number he quoted, he deposits money there accordingly.
He doesn't seem to get the amount. If that is contained in the report, can you show him the report? For him to confirm whether he has the report that is stating the amount you said, Council?
Yes. While we are checking that particular report,
yes,
we will draw his attention to another amount. Which is $1,847,000.
Million killing dalasi wulikeme say tanani ani worowula.
Afaya itonyale fontelenga collect.
That's true. I collected that amount.
And submitted.
And I submitted all the money.
Kabirin 2020 lenga kodo be submit.
This was submitted since in 2020.
But
what happened to that money?
Office.
They called me and told me to come to the office.
Not an office with all these bank slips in payment kedaming.
I came with all the bank slips where I do my payments.
When
I arrived,
finance director,
the finance director,
ila slip solle payment kedaming.
He asked me about my slips where I made my payments. I brought them all out.
Envelope
And at that time they were all in a small envelope, which is a little bit smaller than an A4. He told me to sit down. He will give it to Yaya, who will make copies of this document. Yaya Ba. Yaya Ba was his assistant. I saw them being given to Yaya Ba, who went out with these documents. I was sitting down there. He told me, then you can leave, go. When Yaya is ready with the copying that he's doing, we will call you and give them to you. When I went,
a week later,
I came back there a week later. I asked them about these documents. They said they haven't seen these documents. I was very unhappy. In fact, I was very angry about that. What I decided initially, if these documents, if it was my hand which handed them over to Yaya,
it will cost me anything.
I will do anything that can bring anything. I will cost anything to make sure that those documents are provided.
Now, Mr. Bojang.
Now,
Mr. Bojang.
Yes.
Do you have all the deposit slips for these findings?
Akofo. Ye kodo dundi ye slipo lumenu dila kodi dundi wato folu bebule ba.
Abele bembulu jam.
I have all of them here.
Because in the collection of area minto.
Because the area where I do the collection.
Nye mari lon in person. In fact, hani bedo kuala dami nga jamale long.
I know them in person, and some of them I even know where they work.
And we say well dol tale as evidence is
Mr. Bojang.
Yeah.
The first one finding is that there's an amount of $71,000 between the 22nd of February 2020
February 2020.
Afa fonyama aketa wala nyam because kariwo karinga be tabuleti le form furata 30th December.
He said how you said it is correct, but we tabulated everything up to the 31st of December.
I understand.
But wofana na ben sola damandimbe wofana explain like
that also, if you are interested.
What are you explaining? I haven't asked any question yet. You are busy explaining as if you are anticipating my questions.
Okay.
So maybe you just wait. If I ask a question, you can answer. If you want to make a comment, you can ask the commission and the chairperson to grant you latitude.
Ibe kango nyini na sirantiole bulu chairperson ya fa nso lafta femfola asiso puriediam.
Now where is the bank slip for the amount $71,000 in February 22nd of February 2020?
Ako bank slip nying pro 22nd of February 2020 akole
to the 2nd of March 2020.
Membitala han for March karo till flow 2020.
What statement all
the statements are all here.
Mr. Bojang.
Ako Mr. Bojang.
You have your statements. Yeah. Now get me the deposit slip for that amount.
Akasula ta deposit slip lela pro kodo nangamo.
Dol bigete wol sotala no deposit slip lal wonyama.
There are some where you cannot get the deposit slips
because cash book o kana nyaming.
Because the way the cash book comes,
kelebi.
Sometimes you pay money today.
Sometimes
the others will be paid the following day. You have to join those two things. Then you get the full amount.
Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
I will come back to that.
Abe murula na wotole.
You have your cash box here.
Ila cash book fele.
Now, if you cannot have the deposit slip for this amount,
ako niman deposit slip o soto nyi kodo nangamo menga ya foteng.
and you are explaining that for the rest of the amounts,
and you benyine fokanko kodo to men tutaje.
You may not have the deposit slip exactly as it will be mentioned in the weekly lodgement log.
Ima deposit slip o soto ko ya safe nyame ala loku lokun kodi dundi kaito nyento e ka me lodgement kaito nyi.
Is that what you're saying?
Ama understand.
Yo sai left ite kamune fonum.
Kodo ka deposit nyaming.
The way we deposit money
Aning keta nyaming.
And how this thing happened.
Iwato li man killing.
The times are different.
Na nyimbuko kek mimbabulu.
If you check the book that you have.
Nyimbuko was 2020.
That was 2020 according to the book.
But auditing get 2021.
But the auditing took place in 2021.
Because
why that happened?
Listen. In all fairness, if you think that you will come to the commission and start having unending explanation, that would not work.
Ako natara yenyi mutako commission to jayin ikanale purka kumolu sata ko abukata mawonya jang nyinin karo ninja biro.
It's going to be a failed tactic, I can tell you for sure. I had said to you several times, whatever you want to explain in a story form, that can be done in a question and answer form. I ask the question, you answer the question. You want to make a comment, you ask for permission from the chairperson to make any comment. Do you understand that? Now, do you have a deposit slip for $71,000 between the 22nd of February to the 2nd of March 2020? Do you have it?
Ako deposit slip on him for Bebulle, Cabo February Carotil Muanim flow, Kata March Carotil flow can 2020.
We need a response. Mr. Bojang?
Mr. Bojang.
No, you must respond.
They should be here with me.
March, what March?
He's asking for the date again.
The amount is $71,000. The date is 22nd of February 2020.
Ako kodo nanga mo models wuli tawro wala ninkilineti. Andu February karo tilmuan nimflolum 2020.
To 2nd of March 2020.
March karo tilifulo kan 2020.
Is it there?
Ako fo bijele ba.
March 2020.
February karo tilmuan nimfula 2020 kata March karo tilifula kan 2020. Dala si wuli tawro wala ninkiling.
ako jellom 70
$71,000 dalasi wuli tawro wala ninkili
27th of March.
Ako March karoti
22nd of March, February 2020 to the 2nd of March 2020.
Kata March karoti fulo kan 2020 something.
Yeah. Or somebody like.
No, Mr. Bojang. Mr. Bojang?
Ako Mr. Bojang.
Again, you have to listen very well
Isi la moy kendeke.
so that you answer the question.
Pour abenyinin kala menna alafta yo kuma kangole jabi.
Because you are to answer questions
Andu inyanta nyinin karol le jabila.
and you have to be truthful in your answer.
Andu be jabiro lu men kala ibe nyanta kala to nyaliti.
The amount here is $71,800.
Kodo membe safirinje dalas wuli tawro wala ninkiling anin dalas kemesay.
Do you understand that?
Ako fayo fahamule.
Just wait a minute.
Ko ela moy durong.
The value date is 27th of March.
Akondun lungu membe safirinje wala March karoti muani woro wulo. 2020.
I am not asking you about that.
Akame nyinin ka lungu la de.
The amounts are different.
Ako kodo nanga molu fatatale.
The dates are different.
Lungu lu fana lu fatatale.
If you do that for the second time,
Niyake sinya fulanjango.
it will show that you are dishonest.
Iba itan la ko mantiling.
I will take this to be an error.
Ako katwa benyinta la bamta la ko filolem.
Are we on the same page?
Ako foya fahamle ba.
Do you agree with what I said?
Ako bitum foy sonte la mem fo ba. Yes, I understand.
Bari min bige nyin kas buko aka post nyaming.
How we post in these cash books
Aning nyin bank slip wol kana nyaming.
and how these bank slips come,
Ibika ke kilinti.
they are always different.
Because since Nabuko posted 2 weeks ago,
I can do my postings 2 weeks ago.
then na bank submission way take another date.
Then my bank submission will be another date.
Be it as it may, you don't have a deposit slip for this amount and within this period.
Walem lungu membe suffering a man kodo man deposit slip or sotong alungula.
Na e wofo.
If you say that,
ntenga mira min kumatantea.
what I think is important to me,
Kodo mi kan ananka mofo.
the amount of money that is being stated,
Ntenga obe deposit bank le.
I deposited all that money at the bank.
Mr. Bojang,
Mr. Bojang,
we understand that.
no fahamule.
You had already said that all these monies that the auditor had really highlighted,
Ko auditorio kono nanga mo membe yitandi.
you have deposited these monies into the bank.
Yolbendile bank.
We don't deny that.
Ako mauso so.
But it's a fact-finding mission.
Baribe tonya nyiningule
And so we will get there.
Andumbe futala jele.
Now, in your cash book,
Ila cash buko kono.
can you show us your collections for the period 22nd of February 2020 to the 2nd of March 2020?
Ila cash buko kono foi si ayitandi nonna. Kabo February karotil mu anim fulo. Kata March karotil fulo kan 2020.
Ntenga min tandi alante ngamira wolo mubarate ko wonte.
What I showed you, I thought that was it.
You don't have that in your cash book. Do you have that in your cash book?
Akoy ma wo soto ila cash buko kono karu wairi wo lungule safeta atika wo lungule nyininka wala be kaito bala kama nyininka.
Ntenga obe understand le.
I understand all that.
Akamimbevo.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
Mr. Bojang, why are we having problem with the? There are so many. Your name has appeared in several instances. In just the first one, we are having this problem.
Akoy to fintita sinya jama bari nyim follow men akenyi ninkala lodula man keno jela. Akole keta kole akole.
Show me your entries for the period 22nd of February 2020 to the 2nd of March 2020.
Ako alafta menjela wolem yemen no dundi kabo February karotil muannim fula 2020 kata March karotil fulo kang
in the cash book. Mr. Bojang, just show me your entries in the cash book for this period. If it is not there, then you explain to the commission or the commissioners as to why you may not find it in this form.
71,000 wonying. Ntenga 71,800 lesoto.
Ha baraka lungu menu fufa keta wo lungu lela bang. February karo til muannim fula.
February karo til muannim fula. Mo follow me enjo. Elizabeth let.
Hani ako February karo til muannim fula. Yedundi rolu menu ke. Kata March karo til fulo kang. Alafta wolle kalango lonna.
Nawala tabulated from number 1 up to number 31.
Well, he's saying that he tabulated those amounts from number 1 to the 30 to number.
What is the entry date of the first?
Akolum follow nying ye odunta lunjumale.
Omu 22nd February 2020.
That's 22nd of February 2020.
And the last date?
Labango mulunjumale ti.
Labango mimbi yang on the 2nd March.
That is on the 2nd of March.
2020.
Let me see.
2020.
Because
I was not having this book. This book was with the auditors.
Can I see the book?
Yes, it's here.
Mr. Fansu Bojang, you seem to have too many explanations. You were confident in having explanations for these monies. Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
Where is your GTR for this entry?
Akwela GTR le pruwo nangamoni.
Afanyi manke GTR nyimu digital system leti.
This is not part of the GTR. This was the digital system.
Kabiri nyima singole nata in 2020.
When these machines came in 2020,
I was ntelo mo follow the me nyima singo operate.
I was the first person to operate these machines.
And we are didn't follow la.
And I was the first person that the machine was given to.
Mr. Bojang, are you saying these entries amount to $71,000?
Akoeba benye fokan ko yewlu menu be dundi jew be kafri nyoma. Ole tala 71,000 la barena na bank slip is 71,800.
Yes, that's what amounted to 71,000. But on my bank slip, my bank slip shows 71,800. We have not yet reached that level. But when we reach there, I'll explain
now,
why.
Now, your entries is saying $71,000 in your cash book.
Yes.
Akwela cash book or dallas wuli tawro la ninkili nebiji.
And barintenga 71,800.
Just wait.
Akoyeba tu dorong yalo ni enyininka ate enyininka mena niyo jabi loje.
This was audited on the 18th of January 2021.
Yo kontibo January karo tiltani say 2021 sangokono.
For collections done in February and March 2020.
February and March 2020.
So you were audited almost a year after. If you say no, I will show you the book and you tell me the exact date on the stamp.
Yes, what you are saying, I understand that even more than you.
Yes, then you understand what I am saying. Then you just wait, Mr. Bojang.
Because
Mr. Bojang, unless you are tense.
Sorry, let me just. Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
I believe that you have provided evidence.
Yes, and
it is to your interest for us to understand how the entries and how the transactions work. If you keep over talking on on each other's head, we will not be able to ascertain how the transactions went. And it is going to be at your disadvantage. Because if we cannot correlate the receipts, the deposit slips, the transactions in the book, and you yourself know that there were so many mishaps in the entries and the way the cashiers and the directors of finance were doing this thing, which was wrong. And in direct to help us understand and to clear your name, it is important to listen and make him understand what the transactions are, so that we will understand, he will understand, and also the public will understand, so that they know. Because this auditor is not NAO, it's not government auditor, it's internal auditor of Brikama Area Council. This 1.8 million is Brikama Area Council internal auditor.
Brikama Area Council la kodole mwenye million kilo nimfenti.
Because if he lied, no, if the auditor lied against him, he will come back here to we cross-check with him this amount of money. And he will pay the consequence of lying before this commission. So just listen and wait for me. Answer the questions and take your time, because you will be given all the time and the opportunity to respond, clarify and explain.
Andu ninda menyanta seneyala ibenyi nkalale yeje seneyandi.
So we are doing justice to the Gambian people. It's not here, this place is not a witch hunt for anybody. We are doing justice to the Gambian people. We want to show to the Gambian people where the money has gone to and what was the governance structure of the councils.
Akoy lafta me yitandila wolem katilingu nintonya tamandi Gambian koluye andung utumo finansa itandi utumo maralo Kenya be nyadi le Brikama Area Council ila do ko be tilindi ngolela.
So we will not spare anybody.
Andu ite yam fala momoye.
Not government.
Mansakunda anteng.
Not personnel in the councils.
Andu atakela council la do ko lalu fanalti.
So we should get that straight.
Laftale pour ka wulu seneyandi.
So please continue.
Thank you. Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
That recording between February and March.
February and March tema.
22nd February to the 3rd of March 2020.
February karotil muanim fulo kata March karo kang atilisabo 2020.
What is the amount stated in that cash book?
Kodo nanga mo jelle be cash book o nyinkono.
71,000.
$71,000.
Wuli tawro la ninkiling.
What is the amount written by the auditor as unposted balance?
Auditor kontibola e jelle safe ko wolem nyinti mem man kontibo mu jelleti
2,000.
That's 2,000.
What does that mean? Unposted balance. What do you understand by that?
Ako unposted balance wolem nanga mo mem man dundi wo koto mu muneti.
Odi akamintandi wolem 2,000 onyin. Kabira ate calculation okay. What
it shows is that the money was short by $2,000.
Which means instead of $71,000, it is how much?
Awalem nyindiko woto wuli tawro wala nin kilingu amanke woti amankita wala wuli fulala wobekela nyanna jelleti.
Barintenga 71.
No,
Ani
just
akenyinin ka menna wolem nyinti wo jabi nin wuli tawro la nin kilingu manketa wuli fulala anyanta kanya na jellema
Obe kela 73 leti.
Na mankita wuli fulala 71,000 no mankita wuli fulala obe kela jelleti
71,000 akoni wo mankita
wuli fulala
Obe kela
69,000 exactly abekala wuli taworo anin kono
69 yeah.
Which means your entire collection is $71,000.
wala nyinti yemen kansu ngata kanya wuli tawro wala nin kiling
You only recorded $69,000.
bari 69,000 wala safeta
Going by the auditor's findings.
kontibola la jeroto
Is that accurate?
ako fo wolem bang
It's all of them.
wolem that's it he said that's correct
Good. Now, the stamp by the auditor.
Auditor kontibola la stampo
What's the date?
lunjuma le bewoto
Data on the 8th of January 2021.
On the 8th of January 2021
Now, my first question.
ala nyinin kar follow
Why were you audited almost a year after your collection?
munan it atarafa sangosi me kontibo he said that question is very good
Ntela nyim bank slipolo.
my bank slips
Ani nyim buko.
and this book
Abe nyindombe auditor lebulu.
this book was with the auditors
In 2005, 2000.
from 2000
Abe auditor lebulu.
the auditors were holding the book I forgot about it completely
Nyim bank slipolo.
these bank slips
Nyimbe ya bawo lebulu.
it was Yaya Ba who was holding these slips
Kabirin 2020.
from 2020
Nyim slipolo ntenye soto lungomina.
the day I got these slips
Almost on the 29th of March.
It was March on the 29th. The reason how I got them, the reason why I was able to get them, I realized that these people want to create trouble for me.
Now, Mr. Bojang, why will you write $71,000 instead of $69,000? Your recordings, the amount, the total will be $69,000. Why would you write $71,000?
Akosila yemen kensunga taraka nya wuli taworo nin kononto mana nebe wuli taworo wala nin kilim safena. That is just human error. Even chartered accountants make mistake.
Okay. Now, where is the recording for the $2,000?
Akoto sila ndala wuli fulo nyingo safeta mintole.
Since it's an error,
it
can be rectified.
Normally, if that happens,
number 32.
If you check that, if they show us mistakes like that, even we are doing postings,
the following day
or the next posting, that's what they always put on top, so that will be added to the previous amount. But if you check,
71,000 minus 2,000
the person should realize that this is an oversight.
Now, Mr. Bojang, where is you have not deposited that amount exactly into the account.
Nanga moment safeta mank aketale ko imo dundi mo be dundi.
Nonta nganyim fango min dundi ntenga 71,800 le dundi.
What I deposited was $71,800.
Mr. I had told you the times are different.
I often ko wato lu fatatale.
And the amount is different.
Andun kodo nanga mo lu fatatale.
Wato.
Is that not correct?
Ako fo manke bang.
Wato lika fatale.
Yeah, times are different.
Yes.
Bari kodo kata nyami.
But the way the money goes
differently.
Is always
the different. Amount not different?
Amount fatale.
The amounts are different.
But wato dol nina
Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
At the end of this interaction, we will still do the calculation. But the bottom line is, you don't have a deposit slip for $71,000. Is that not correct? Is that correct or not? $71,000.
So for deposit slip also to no wuli tawro nin killing to bank. I haven't got that deposit slip.
You also don't have a GTR receipt for $71,000.
Iman GTR receipt sort of an impurudal tawro wuli tawro
digital system.
At that time we were not using GTR. This is the digital system.
And this again speaks a lot about your dishonesty. You are telling me that in 2020 you are not issued a GTR?
We were not using GTR.
Just wait. Don't be in a rush. When you use these digital machines, now at the end of the week, are you not supposed to deposit the money to the bank? It's a yes or no. It's a very simple question.
The money goes into the bank.
Now, when you deposit the money to the bank, are you not going to be issued with a deposit slip?
Deposit slip or delay la bank.
Answer the question.
Deposit slip or delay la bank.
Now, when they give you that deposit slip, are you not going to come to the do reconciliation?
Neo deposit slip or dealer. Foytita la council to bampuru kata dundi ko nganyine dundi.
Forget about what happens in your case.
That's what happens. That's what should be done.
I am asking about the procedure. You cannot impose your case on what the procedure is. You cannot decide how you want it to be done. From the bank, are you not supposed to go to before the internal auditor and then show your stamped in slips?
For imanya tala kontibola leya kaitandi ini slipo membota bank kaitandi la konga kodo
nabe sonnan nambe nyomo ela sai ngabonyin kono.
Well, he's saying that if you agree with him, you will soon leave this area.
We don't have to soon leave the area. You will have to answer the question. After which, if you have an explanation, you can apply or you can ask that you want to explain something. Now, will you not appear before the internal auditor to do reconciliation in your submission period?
Is
that true or false?
That's what should happen.
Forget about this one. You want to understand the procedure. And you are pretending as if you don't understand what we are saying. From the internal auditor, do you not go to the cashier? Answer the question. Just answer the question. I know you understand this. All I want you to do is to answer. Either you accept or you deny.
The way you said it, that's the truth and that's what should be done.
No, I have not concluded yet. What you know I am going to conclude with is, when you go to the cashier, you are going to show the cashier your deposit slip. After which, if he confirms that, he will issue with a GTR.
As a GTR dealer.
Is that true or false?
That's the truth. That's the truth. But you should also listen to him and tell you what has happened. Because this place is not a court of law. You should listen to him so that you will understand.
Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
Don't go under the misguided conception that it is not a court of law. We have all the powers of the High Court.
High Court ye sembolu men soto nyili fanalio sembe kilingol le soto ni be sirinja.
Every decision we take here,
and we tell ye kan wo kallondi jang.
You can only at the end of the day appeal this decision at the Court of Appeal.
Andu isio kanino nyami ngole mibitala wa siole kala kitibundal.
So let me just
abula ko yabatu ayebandi.
It will do all of us good and justice.
So
that we have read your statement. And you have documents to prove. We must be clear of the rules. Because you found also a system. When you were employed in Brikama, you found a system. Whether the system is good, whether it's not good, our mandate is to be able at the end of the day to make recommendations. What is good would be kept by the councils. What is not good should be amended so that things can be done rightly for the average Gambian, not anybody, not even for the interest of government. Because your job is to serve the people. So did we get that clear? Thank you.
Yes, he's saying thank you.
You can proceed. My case, yeah. So you just take your time. You will have the time to explain everything. When he asks you, if the process is correct, you say the process is correct. If the process is not correct, you say the process is not correct. And what you have done in the circumstance to the best of your ability, we will understand. So you cannot argue. You are here to sit, clarify, give us information, and justify your actions.
Inyantale niye nyinin kamenna yew yitandi ya seneyandi ay sahaya wolem kuota nyati jang bari amanke nyinti ko yena nyo sabala karola wala nyo soso la karola hani amanke wasilati jang. I understand. I hear you.
All right.
I have heard you. You are somebody who is very broad-minded. But my case here, I'm very unhappy about it and I am very angry about it. If you look at my book, how these things were done, you will come to understand how it was done.
Now, Mr. Bojang.
Yes, that is why, if you listen to him, we will get to that point. And we will know where to situate who did what and who did what is right and what is wrong. So if you don't take your time to explain what you went through and what transpired, we will not get the full story. And it will not be helpful to you. Let us be very clear. We know that so much has gone wrong in Brikama Area Council. And if you are angry, you will not be able to answer the questions correctly. So you take your time and you listen and answer the questions. Did you get that? Please, I don't want to intervene again. Thank you. Council.
Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
Again, asking
abe nyinin karola
regarding the assertions or the findings of the internal auditor.
kontibola luye menje amonta wolie men fo.
After which,
wokola alemu
your any evidence you have will also be considered, as rightly said by the chairperson.
He's saying thank you.
You're welcome. Now, we are still on the same amount, the $71. I was just confirming that. I was just trying to confirm to you that a GTR receipt will always be issued by the cashier when you appear before the cashier. Is that not the case?
That's the truth.
Now, what do you want to explain?
The way these things happened, since the auditors took this book from me in 2020, these other people also took these cash receipts the same day,
2020.
In 2020. I didn't have the chance to reach the cashier because I was not having the book. I was not having the receipts. But whenever I ask them, they will tell me that they have not seen the receipts. They misplaced. Up to the level when I became agitated about it,
statement or come bank.
I personally went to the bank to collect the statements. They told me this is not the way it is done. The authorities themselves should come here to collect those statements.
All evidence, fella.
That's the evidence.
Finance director.
I went to the finance director.
Finance director.
I told him, Mr. Director,
I'm in a situation.
I said to him that I am in a situation.
Yes, go ahead. Mr. Bojang.
He's crying.
Mr. Bojang, you don't have to cry.
I think this is past
4. Yes, I just want to, with your permission, Madam Chairperson, just to inform him. No, Mr. Bojang, wait. I think the chairperson has already said this to you several times.
Let me just say this, Mr. Bojang. We understand that you are emotional at this point, and you feel frustrated and angry the way you are treated. But this commission, that is part of the reason why this commission is being set up. So that sanity would be brought back to the councils. So that people will understand that they have been chosen to serve. And they should do so with absolute honesty and transparency. We understand we are all human. We make errors. We make mistakes. But where these mistakes and errors are put to us, when we admit them, we will move ahead and we will be able to serve better. So, for that reason, the council will ask only one question and we will adjourn because it's after 4 and we will continue tomorrow.
council be
sorry, Monday.
Council be kumakiline nyinin kala silanga dan woto bitun sinare kulu tenten di tenellungo.
Are you okay with that?
Ako fo bete ate fele.
But for aseng allow no nga jam for bang.
Yes, we will. You can proceed.
Ako isi o satano.
Ntata the new finance director.
I went to the new finance director.
Mimu Kamarati.
Who is Kamara?
Nka ko kabrin to 2020.
I told him since 2020.
1,847,000.
Amount of $1,847,000.
Na collecting a kodo be deposit in the bank.
I collected that amount and I deposited all the money in the bank.
Not an original receipt or samba nyuni.
I brought my original receipts to these people.
Na dealer.
I gave it to them.
They
They said they will copy those receipts, but they still cannot give them back to me. There is no effort which took place. And if you check, I am far more older than all of them.
I'm the longest serving officer throughout Brikama.
I am the longest serving officer at the Brikama Area Council at that time.
36 years.
I served 36 years there at that time.
When
I told him that, he told me what they did to you is not correct.
Sorry, Mr. Drammeh. I think that assertion that you are the longest serving may not the oldest and the longest serving, because we have Yaya Drammeh, who is far older than you, and he started serving in the council for a very long time. Did you meet Yaya Drammeh there?
No, I senior Yaya more than 10 years.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good to hear.
I went to Area Council 7th December 1988.
Okay.
So, when
I explained this to Kamara,
immediately.
Kamara wrote this immediately.
Go to the bank.
He told me to go to the bank. When I went to the bank and I showed them this document, they wanted to refuse.
But I'm the current finance director in Brikama Area Council.
He contacted them and told them that he is the current finance director at the Brikama Area Council. They told him that then the document that you should send us.
Mandalet card for. They
told him we are supposed to send a card to us.
Kabira was sent here.
When he sent them that card,
clearance main office.
That was the time when they gave me this clearance and told me to go to their main office at Kairaba.
I
told them when I was giving them these deposit slips.
Then not a deposit slip do dealer 2021 up to May.
Then I gave them added deposit slips 2021 up to May.
As evidence.
I have that here as evidence.
Because Kabirin Kuoduta,
when things got hot
on the 30th March 2024.
On the 30th of March 2024, that was the day they returned these receipts back to me. The day I saw these receipts, when I prayed, I cried.
Because
the way how things happened and the way they treated me, I was very, very, very unhappy about that.
2020.
That year, 2020,
council budget
the council made a budget.
The highest collection.
Any person who made the highest collection, they were issued with checks.
But all
those checks, mine was more than anybody's checks because I was given $9,000. And if somebody comes and tries to show that I didn't deposit that money or I didn't give that money to the government, I will never forget that unhappiness. It affected me. Even if I am praying, it gets into my mind.
Mr. Bojang, are you done?
Aku fe bandile ba.
This
book was with the auditors.
5 good years.
5 good years.
Ajibe tata auditing wato minna.
If you check, you will see the time that they did the auditing.
On the 8th of January 2021.
On the 8th of January 2021.
You must say in dinner.
They never returned the book to me. They held it.
For kabirinte nata investigator liya.
Until when I went to the investigators, they told me you should deposit $1,847,000. Then I asked them, where is my cash book? They said my cash book is not with them. That was the time when I called the auditors. I said to them, you have my cash book. They said, no, they don't have my cash book. I said to them, you have my cash book and you will provide that cash book.
It takes 2 days.
It took 2 days. I was there when they called me. They told me, it is true that we have your cash book. I told them, if you know your job, this cash book was with you for 5 good years.
Mr. Bojang, at least we have got the gist of what has happened. And you've got your slips, original ones. So we will go through everything. Because your internal auditor made his audit. We are also going to do our findings. Based on the records that we have from the council. Your records. The records from the bank. To cross-check this information. All right. So, Council, do you think it's a convenient point to stop?
Yes, Madam Chairperson, it is.
So we will stop here, and I believe that when we come back on Monday, we will go into the issues. And we are happy to note what has transpired. And we believe that some errors were made. And people should take responsibility. All right? So we would rise. And we will see you on Monday at 10 o'clock.